At the beginning of the 2019 season, I had ridden 38 coasters. Now, at the end of the summer, I have ridden 60. Getting on these 22 new credits, my top 10 coasters that I have ridden has changed drastically. When parks open this year, I should be getting on even more new coasters that will again change my list of top ones. Today, I'll be predicting what my list of top 10 roller coasters will look like in December this year. Before I get to number 10, I need to make a disclaimer. None of my park plans are 100% confirmed yet, and with the current ongoing pandemic cutting off part of the amusement park season, a park or two may be cut from my possible plans. If everything goes perfectly though, I will be visiting Cedar Point, Six Flags Darien Lake, Holiday World, and Worlds of Fun. Magic Springs also has a very small chance, but if you think anything there is making my top 10, you're insane. 4 honorable mentions are Legend, Ride of Steel, Raptor, and Raven. These all look like great coasters, but not quite good enough for my top 10. Number 10, Millennium Force at Cedar Point. This Intamin Giga coaster looks great, but not really my kind of ride. Some of the turns look kinda boring, and floater airtime is far inferior to ejector in my eyes, so it just doesn't appeal to me as much as other coasters. One thing I will say though, is that Millennium Force looks great as far as length goes. Number 9, Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City. I know a lot of people will think this is way too high, but I'm one of the people that loves this coaster so much. It may not be the most forceful, but it has a few of my favorite airtime moments, the inversions are great, and it is so unique and fun. That's not even mentioning that the soundtrack is an ultra bop. Number 8, Twisted Cyclone at Six Flags Over Georgia. This small RMC may be very short, but even on my one slow morning ride, it packs a great punch. The inversions are all very fun, and there are 2 very strong pops of airtime. The wave turn is nice and floaty, and overall, this is a great standout for Over Georgia. Number 7, Fury 325 at Carowinds. If I'm correct, this will be the only B&M in my top 10 in 2020. Fury is a very fun gig coaster, and although not the most intense, it still has its fair share of forces. The first half shows off its excellent speed with low to the ground turns, but the second half kinda dies. There is some nice airtime, but the helix is boring, and like I said, everything after the treble clef element feels quite slow and underwhelming. Number 6, Top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point. This is the world's second tallest and third fastest coaster, and arguably the best coaster in the world. Over 400 feet. It is very short, but that launch looks incredible. Such an adrenaline rush, but the launch isn't it. Right after, you fly up into a 420-foot tall top hat through a whippy-looking transition before a 270-degree vertical spiral down. Again, it's short, but wow, it looks good. Number 5, Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City. Welp, there goes all of my current top 10. This is my number 1 coaster at the moment, and it is incredible. Every element is intense, whippy, has crazy airtime, or in some cases, all 3. It is also on an amazing hillside setting in the woods, which just adds so much to it. I love this coaster and it will be hard to dethrone, but in the end, I think its position will be taken. Well, time to make the fanboys mad. Number 4, Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. Wait, don't click off quite yet. Steel Vengeance looks incredible, but I think it looks a bit lacking in the positives, and the airtime doesn't always appear to be the strongest. Even though it has the most airtime of any coaster in the world, the layout appears to get a bit boring by the end. I may be wrong, but I just don't see Steel Vengeance becoming my number 1 coaster. Number 3, Magnum XL-200 at Cedar Point. Oh boy, now I have everyone except To Enthusiast triggered. Yes, Magnum really looks this good to me. The first half may not be the best ever, but after the turnaround, it looks ridiculous. Constant ejector airtime hills that look insanely strong, even if they aren't sustained. If I'm able to get a trimless ride, wink wink to any Magnum operators watching, I think I will like it even more. Magnum just looks outstanding. Number 2, Maverick at Cedar Point. This is the last Cedar Point coaster on this list, and I think it will be the best. As far as I am concerned, this coaster looks perfect and exactly my kind of ride. The drop looks insane, the turns look intense, and the transitions whippy. That airtime hill looks ridiculous, and cap it off with some inversions, and wow, that's a good ride. But it doesn't stop. Following those elements, there's an insane looking launch out of a tunnel, before some stupidly whippy looking stangle dives and one more ejector pop. Maverick looks exactly like what I look for in a coaster. But it isn't number 1, because that honor goes to the Voyage at Holiday World. If Maverick was perfect, then the Voyage is on a level above, with the second most airtime of any coaster and an endless twisty layout. This thing is so long and amazing looking. What really makes me rank it above Maverick though, is the trains and the wooden track. The trains look to offer so much room and comfort, and the track is wonderfully wooden. I love wooden coasters 10 times more than steel varieties because of their roughness and nostalgic feel. Yes, I like rough rides. Voyage looks like everything I want in a coaster and more, so I think it will be my number 1. Thanks for watching this video. If you are part of the 80% of my viewers that are not subscribed, please make sure to change that and press that nice red button to help me reach my goal of 500 subscribers before July. I will see you guys next time.
Sitting in the back, getting heated out my seat.